Hello everyone. So today let us do something fun. It is not really fun, it is basically something useful. Now, I was actually playing with a lot of CSV files today, and if you watched my previous video, I mentioned that I'm trying to basically use command line based utilities for processing, let us say, data in a CSV format. So basically, I'm trying to get away from spreadsheets because I've basically moved away from documents and slides. So I use Emacs and org mode for editing my documents, producing documents, and I also use Emacs org mode for making presentations. But spreadsheet is something which is not always straightforward. So I was actually playing with CSV files, and this video is not really about how to perform how to basically do some analysis on CSV file, but in case you have, in this video we are doing something very simple, like basics of Linux, and you may want to do it. So let us say you have multiple CSV files, and for some reason you may want to consolidate them. For example, let me give you a use case. Let us say you have maybe your expense report, and you have expense report for maybe every month, or it could be for the entire year. And maybe if you want to perform like a consolidated analysis on all those yearly or monthly CSV files, you need to you need to first consolidate it, right? And then of course you can do whatever you want to do with it. So it's very simple. If you're new to not Jira, if you're new to Linux, this is something that you will definitely appreciate. So in your Linux distribution, you will have this command called cat. So cat is basically a command for concatenate files and print on the output. So basically it will simply print the output or the content of the file, a text-based file. So let us say you are doing something like this, cat test.csv. So you can of course see here that we have some numbers, not really numbers, but basically we have a name and maybe some numbers along with there. So basically it is structured so the data is comma separated. So it's a text file. Now, good thing about cat is that it can of course take one file input and print it on the screen, but it can also work with multiple files. So you may have one more CSV file. So you can do something like this, like, maybe this is your January report, this is your February report, and so on. So you can of course do something like test2, right? And this is of course great. And imagine you're doing it for 50 files. Of course you can do it, but of course that is the whole idea of using Linux or these command line based utilities. You need to be smart. You need to do things effectively, efficiently. So what you can also do is you can also do something like test star.csv, and it will basically, this star it's like a wildcard character where it will basically include all the files where you have test pattern, like test something.csv. And if you notice here, if you simply do ls star.csv, it will print those files for you. Right, great. Now we don't really want to use ls, we basically want to use cat. Now we have this concatenation of all these files content. Now we may want to create like a command, or we basically need one CSV file, right? So that is very simple. All you need to do, simply dump it to this file called combined.csv, and then you basically have this file where you have the exact same thing. So I know it's a very simple thing, but really very, very useful. You can actually use these things to be more efficient when it comes to using Linux and basically getting better at doing things. All right, that is all. I know, short video, but I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new. Thank you very much. Bye bye.